I'm saying hi from my beautiful home on Iona. I'm looking across the croft that I live on, the sound of Iona, where the ferry gets us from Mull to home, Mull and Scotland beyond, and it's so beautiful. So, and I'm holding in my hand a very special piece of serpentine, which is one of the beautiful stones and crystals that you would look for on this island. So many people know that I live on Iona. I find that I'm very lucky and blessed to have a home here. If you haven't heard of Iona yet, go look it up. It is a very small, or wee, as we say in Scotland, a wee sacred isle. Only 170-ish people live here, of which I am one. But up to 250,000 people, I mean, it changes every year, come to visit this island, to come and visit the Abbey, be part of the Iona community, come and swim on the beaches, come and explore this beautiful small island, come and steep themselves in Celtic Christianity and the ancient Druidic pagan traditions. There is so much that happens here. So whether you want beautiful food and drink, a wonderful mystical experience, you're into geology because this island is over 2 billion years old, if you want just exquisite beaches and swimming and just, it is a sublime place to visit. And people often ask, how do they get to come and work with me here? So twice a year, I run a very special retreat titled Cutting the Threads That Bind. It's born out of my 20 years of work as a personal transformation coach and mentor. It's also the work that I came here 2.5 years ago to do for myself. I was at a massive crossroads. So I had just left South Africa as my place of residence. I'd broken up with my partner. We'd been together 5 years, and I had sold off a chunk of my business in South Africa to a client. So I wasn't floundering, but I was at the crossroads, and I was thinking, I need to process all of this. So I need to close it out. I need to honor it. I need to pull the gifts and the insights and the wisdom. I need to let go. I need to pull my energy out of all of that and into the present. So I teach a couple of very practical, down-to-earth processes that are energetic, emotional, and spiritual, but they are very practical, because everything that I teach and share with clients, I have to be able to do myself. So while I can kind of be fascinated and enticed by complex and complicated processes, I love simple ones that are easy to implement, which means the moment you set off this island and you get on the ferry and you go home, you have something to take with you, to carry with you, to implement in your life back home. Real, down-to-earth, practical, yet spiritual tools. That's what I love sharing with you. So in April and October, kind of just before and after the crazy busy summer season, I run these retreats up at the Green Shed on Iona. It's always small, maximum 8 folk. It's intimate. There is plenty of process time as a group, but lots of time on your own. It's a retreat. I do not fill the space all day, every day. This is about you connecting with yourself and doing the inner work, but we're all there as a group to kind of have that safety net when we also want to share. And then you can also come and do a private retreat with me. Ooh la la. So that depends on when I'm on the island and also availability of accommodation, because in the off-season months, it's, not everywhere is open. So those are very special, bespoke. It's just you and I, one-on-one. Just something very precious to experience maybe one day in your life. And of course, you get to come and visit Iona anytime you choose and stay anywhere on the island. There's a couple of hotels, there's a campsite, there's the pods just next to my property, there's several bed and breakfast, there's self-catering. There's so many places you could come. I always say, if you can, come for a night or two. In fact, I would say the minimum, if you're here and staying on the island, is 4 to 5 nights to really drop into the very special energy that's here. But many people just come for the day. They come with one of the boat tours from Tobermory, or they just come across from Mull, and then it's in their heart. So if you've been to Iona, and I say I live on Iona, like your eyes sparkle and you're like, oh, Iona, I love Iona, when can I come back to Iona? If you've never heard of Iona, and maybe this is the first time, you go, Iona, wow, sounds interesting. And the moment Iona drops into your space, it's a very interesting phenomenon that I find happens. If there is some resonance with it, this island beckons you. She'll start swirling in your dreams. You'll find some synchronistic connections that happen of people that have been or are going, or you'll hear about a retreat or something. When she calls, I find this island doesn't let go until you come and visit. So maybe I'll see you on a group retreat. Maybe I'll see you on a private retreat. Maybe I'll see you when I'm bombing up and down the road on my gorgeous bicycle. Whatever it is you do, find somewhere special that makes your heart and soul sing. Much love from Iona.